Obviously, John, the big news is eBay shifting its payments business to another provider. What does this mean for you?
Yeah, well, I'd love the opportunity to speak to that. I think first I want to share the fact that we just yesterday announced what was a great quarter and a great close to 2017. We added a record number of new customers for the 5th consecutive quarter, grew our top line 24%, and had 30% EPS growth. To your question, the main takeaway from this is that this is a natural evolution of our partnership. It is the next chapter, if you will. And for us, this was completely anticipated, completely built into our financial plans, and does nothing to change our long-term earnings growth potential.
The market didn't anticipate it, however, and there's concern about how it will impact payments volume and how you'll replace that. So how much of PayPal's payments volume comes from eBay, and how do you intend to make it up?
So today, eBay is 13% of our total volume, and it is the slowest growing part of our business. If you go back and you look at the 10 quarters since we separated from eBay, the average revenue growth for our eBay part of the business is 4%. The rest of our business has been growing at 23%. And so if you fast forward to the end of the operating agreement, you can see that they would be a much, much smaller piece of our overall business. But there's a couple key points relevant to what was announced yesterday. First is that we will still be a part of eBay's business. We have a term sheet for a 3-year extension where the largest part of the business that we do with them today, the branded processing, will continue to do that. Importantly, that's the most profitable part of the business. There are two other things that I think are relevant. One is that this allows eBay, as you said, to go partner with someone else. Large marketplaces the size of eBay, most of them already do that. So this is a natural extension, but very importantly, it allows us to go out and partner with some of eBay's competitors, some of the largest and fastest growing marketplaces in the world with unfettered ability where we haven't had that before.
So let's talk about profitability here, because there is concern about the profitability of eBay transactions on PayPal. How will this impact PayPal's profitability?
Yeah, so we don't believe that this is well within our plans. And as I suggested, we continue to grow these other faster parts of our business, and we believe that this doesn't do anything to change the profitability profile after the operating agreement versus before.
When will we be able to buy things on Amazon via PayPal?
Well, we'd love to be able to partner with all the large marketplaces in the world. To the extent that we have unfettered ability to go partner with many marketplaces after that, hopefully we can do something there.
How has tax reform impacted your forecasts and desire for M&A?
Yeah, so we're a global company, and we generate a lot of our cash flow offshore, so tax reform is an unmitigated benefit for us. We will actually see our effective tax rate stay in the same range that it has been. We gave guidance yesterday of 17 to 20%. Our cash taxes will actually go up slightly, though, because of the so-called GILTI tax that will be imposed internationally.
This means you have more flexibility for M&A. What might you be interested in? Bill payment, cross-border, lending?
All of the above. So I would say there are two sort of categories that we look at in M&A. One is expanding our geographic footprint. We're a global company. We're in over 200 markets across the world. We'd love to be bigger in some of those markets. But to your point, there are a lot of complementary services to payments like bill pay, like international money remittances that are good for our customers and tuck in really well to the platform that we already have.
We've seen Square now roll out Bitcoin trading. PayPal CEO Dan Schulman has said he's concerned about instability. When might we see something like that on, say, Venmo?
Yeah, so well, not with Venmo, but we've experimented with Bitcoin with our Braintree platform in the past. What we see, though, is that because of the volatility of this currency, it's not something that merchants readily accept. If you've got a 5% operating margin or profit margin as a merchant, and you accept Bitcoin and you see a 10% swing in one day, you're now underwater on that transaction. So I think it will be a while before we see the stability in this currency to where merchants will readily accept it.
What about on Venmo, though? A lot of younger users there. A lot of young people love Bitcoin.
To the extent that our merchants want to accept it and our customers want to use it, then it's certainly something that we will look at in the future.
How about a PayPal app with in-store capability? When will we see that?
Yeah, so we actually have that in certain regions of the world today where we partner with some of the other large technology companies that they authenticate for us, and you can use PayPal. Certainly in-store is something that I think has got a greater foothold internationally. It's a little bit slower here in the US, but we want to be on the forefront of that and allow our customers to use PayPal however they want and whenever they want.